famous Coney Island, New York City. To kick things off, earlier than I expected with this video, I hopped off the train. Second, maybe third Pokemon I tapped on, Shiny Sneasel, finally. My first shiny of this winter event, not including the Glacial Lure Day, where I did get that one Lapras, which I'm happy about. But Sneasel, finally. I know a lot of people, well, some people, have caught a ton of Sneasel. Personally, this is only my second one, so I'm very happy to see this. This was probably one of the Pokemon I wanted the most, aside from the new ones. Snover, obviously. Maybe the Beanie Pikachu, that one's not as important to me, but there we go. Excellent throw. A second shiny Sneasel to add to my collection. Beautiful shiny Pokemon with a critical catch. Coney Island, New York City. We're out here. Terrible, terrible IVs. But there it is. New York, New York. I don't really have a ton of options for filming locations because it hasn't stopped raining since I got here to New York. I got in yesterday. I'm here to celebrate the new year because this is where all the good music is this year. So I decided, since I'm staying with a new friend in South Brooklyn, this is the closest I've ever been to Coney Island. I got kind of a late start today. Didn't want to take the train all the way into like Manhattan. You know, we've been around. You guys have seen the city. But I decided to come out to Coney Island today, maybe just because of my fondness for Mr. Robot. But I couldn't imagine it looking any other way. It's not fun to film in, though. So here it is, Coney Island in Pokemon GO. There's actually a ton going on. A Stantler Raid just hatched down there, so I think I'll head down that way for that raid. But like I said, I'm here to celebrate the new year. And while we're on the subject, let's talk about what you can expect in the new year from Pokemon GO. Okay, I found, oh come on, don't do this to me. There we go. I found a little bit of shelter from the rain right here at the Stantler Raid. I guess this is my recommended team. It's rainy weather, so it gave me some boosted water types. Should be good enough, but I think this Stantler is going to be the end of my little Coney Island adventure. And as soon as I'm done here, we're gonna go find someplace warm and dry so we can talk about what's coming Pokemon GO 2020. Oh, I really should have brought some gloves out. I can't feel my hands, but I can tell I'm tapping. There we go, Stantler down. If this is not shiny, well, then fine. But if this is shiny, then I definitely suffered for it. So let's see. Shiny Stantler to follow the shiny Sneasel. Out here at a cold, rainy Coney. Nope. Okay, Stantler. I almost don't even want to catch you. Just... that's as fast as my thumb can move. There it is. That's the throw. I need to get out of the rain. Forgot that when I was looking for someplace warm and dry, I also needed someplace quiet, which is hard to find in New York City, so I'm heading back to my friend's apartment. But on the way, no one around here at the subway station just yet. So we can start talking about 2020 in Pokemon GO. We have new events coming for January, more Team Go Rocket special research. January's research breakthrough is going to be Lapras that knows Ice Shard and Ice Beam. We have the exciting Adventure Sync Hatchathon back. Heatran comes back to raids, and more Unova Pokemon. So, starting with that January Team Go Rocket special research. Again, right now we have Zapdos, Shadow Zapdos as Giovanni's Pokemon. Presumably it's going to be Moltres next. Did I mention it's loud in New York City? So if you haven't finished that Zapdos research, like me, I'm going to try to battle the 3 team leaders either tonight or tomorrow. But we're going to have new Team Go Rocket research. Make sure you finish up this month's so you can get Zapdos. You can start late if you... Where's the D train? I gotta keep going. Ooh. You can start next month's late if you don't finish this one in time, but I'm not sure you'll be able to get that Zapdos. Our next research breakthrough is going to be Lapras that knows Ice Shard and Ice Beam. Those are legacy moves. So starting January 1st at 1 p.m. Pacific time until February 1st at 1 p.m. Pacific time, Lapras with Ice Shard, Ice Beam. And of course, there is a possibility of getting that as a shiny. So new research breakthrough coming in the new year. The Adventure Sync Hatchathon is back starting January 2nd at 1 p.m. until Thursday, January 16th at 1 p.m. So 2 weeks. The Adventure Sync Hatchathon will return. Time to get a leg up on your New Year's resolutions, which, by the way, what are they? Mine is to make therapy a more regular part of my self-care routine and to leave judgment behind in 2019. Anyway, during the Adventure Sync Hatchathon, you can be rewarded with extra Stardust, rare candies, and a Unova Stone if you walk a certain distance. So that sounds like just Adventure Sync rewards. You'll be able to find Pokemon wearing party hats. Is this the D train? It is. I'm gonna hop on and be quiet. You'll be able to find Pokemon wearing party hats by hatching eggs and encountering Pokemon in the wild too. So, finally, our wishes have come true. Niantic appreciates the memes. We're finally getting Party Hat Wurmple, along with some other Party Hat Pokemon, it sounds like. More details coming soon. Next up, Heatran blazes back into raids. Okay, it's not a terrible Pokemon. Can be pretty good against Team Go Rocket. So Heatran from Tuesday, January 7th until Tuesday, February 4th, so almost a full month. Heatran will return to 5-star raids, and of course, if you're lucky, you might encounter a shiny, which is, it's not that great. It's a little bit lighter orange, and it's got purple eyes. So look out for shiny Heatran coming January 7th. And finally, Unova Nouveau in the new year. Remember when Pokemon originally discovered in the Unova region first came to Pokemon Go? Yeah, it was a long time ago. We're still waiting for the rest. Well, we've received reports that some more might be coming soon. Keep your eyes peeled, trainers, and stay tuned. We'll share more details soon. So, finally, more Gen 5 Pokemon coming to Pokemon Go. And I'm going somewhere warm and wet, dry, and quiet. Since we were just talking about it, I got a battle with Cliff right here. I need to do all 3 leaders before the end of the day, before we switch over, before the end of the day tomorrow, before the end of the year. How about that? And I'm gonna try to talk while I battle, which historically has not gone well, but I just kind of want to talk about my plans for 2019. And I know a lot of people are probably asking and have been asking, am I still planning on moving to New York? I'm here, I'm in the city right now. I still love it. Ooh, just barely got that one off. But these two things kind of go hand in hand. There was a time where I was hyper focused on career and work, and that was like really the peak of me wanting to move to New York. Oh god, I should have just gone with the power-up punch. When I was really considering moving to New York City, work was really my #1 priority. And since then, I've kind of realized that I'm not so... Wow, this was an easy Cliff battle. I'm not so hyper-focused on work as I used to be. And that's that. That was probably the easiest Cliff battle I've ever done. Well, that's good, because now we can just talk. Man, I knew exactly what I was going to say when I was walking over here. How about a shiny check? No shiny for me. New York City to me is the type of place that you come when you're really trying to accomplish something, when you're really trying to make it, when you're pursuing a career, and that's just not where I'm at right now. Like I said earlier, one of my goals for 2019 is to really make therapy a more regular part of my self-care routine. There was a time when I was really hyper-focused on work and on accomplishing things and you know, getting things done. And that's not to say that I don't want to do those things anymore. It's just that it's not my number one priority. I realize I've been incredibly fortunate over the last 3 years or so to have accomplished so much in my career and in building this channel, in creating content and traveling the world. But I've come to an important realization recently, and that's, what does all that accomplishment really mean if you're not truly happy? So, myself, my happiness, my mental health is number one priority for 2019. And I think being in a place where I'm close to friends and family is really the best place for me to be when that's kind of my focus. That doesn't mean I won't ever move to New York City, because I really do love it here. I really do. There's a magic in this city, but I want to get things straight with me first before I put my focus back onto work and accomplishment and building and creating. We're still doing all those things in 2020. Jeez. We're still doing all those things in 2020 is what I meant to say. And that's also what's coming in Pokemon GO, what you can expect from Pokemon GO in 2020. So I'm out here, New York City, celebrating New Year's. I'll be seeing Above and Beyond tomorrow night, New Year's Eve. If you're going to be there, leave a comment, tweet me, let me know. Maybe we can link up. We'll do a meetup, an Above and Beyond Trainer Tips meetup. How does that sound? Hopefully I'll see some of you there. Happy New Year, everyone.